This year's Rivian Halloween update is here, and your truck can now transform into a spooky swamp. In this video, I'll break down everything that you can expect for both Gen 1 and Gen 2 owners, what Rivian nailed, where there's still room for improvement, and my thoughts on how these seasonal timed exclusive updates could improve in the future. Now let's dive in. Rivian's big highlight this year is the all-new Spooky Swamp car costume. Once activated, your whole vehicle transforms, whether you have a Gen 1 or a Gen 2. Inside, you'll see swamp-themed visuals across all three screens, flickering lighting, and a mix of spooky sound effects. Gen 2 owners get a little extra with 4 new exterior light shows powered by the segmented light bar. Gen 1 isn't left out though. You still get a gradient-styled light bar effect along with a handful of eerie interior sounds. And the coolest part, you can trigger these effects manually or flip on motion mode so that your Rivian reacts whenever someone walks by, perfect for trick-or-treaters. You'll also find a swampy, interactive, all-purpose drive mode on the center screen, a bog frog lock chirp, and even a special swamp-themed gear guard Gary for the kids. I really feel like Rivian nailed the theming this year with some awesome static vehicle animations and effects. To access the Halloween update, you'll need to be running the latest Rivian app on your phone, version 3.6.0, and make sure that your vehicle is updated to software version 2025.38, which by the way, is actively rolling out right now. But here's the thing, where's the spooky stuff while driving? In past Halloween updates, we had zombie pedestrians wandering the streets, witches and headless horsemen replacing cyclists, even pumpkins rolling out of the gear tunnel. I miss those dynamic touches that made the driving experience itself feel part of the Halloween fun. It feels like Rivian has shifted away from those in-motion experiences and instead built this year's Halloween update as more of a driveway showcase, something meant to be enjoyed while the truck is parked, not while you're out driving. My biggest disappointment though is the limited window. It's only available from October 21st to November 1st, and that's assuming that you get the software pushed to your vehicle right away. For example, I didn't receive mine until October 24th, which means I already lost a few days right off the top. If I were Rivian, I'd handle this a little bit differently in the future. Instead of relying on a mid-month rollout in October, I'd like to see the Halloween update baked into the prior month's software release, then unlocked on the designated date. That way, everyone has the full spooky season to enjoy the entire thing. And lastly, I want to share something that I think a lot of us in the community can agree on. We're disappointed that there's no red interior accent lighting this year. In fact, at this point, many of us are frustrated that Rivian still hasn't given us a simple color wheel to customize the interior lighting ourselves. That feels like such a small feature to ask for, and honestly, it would make for the perfect future software update. So overall, while this Halloween update feels more like a driveway showcase than a driving experience, I still love that Rivian continues to have fun with these seasonal releases. It shows creativity, personality, and a willingness to experiment, something you don't really see from any other automaker. Either way, it's great to see Rivian keeping up with traditions like this, and I'm excited to see what they cook up next year. If you want more Rivian news, EV updates, and ownership content, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, adventure is always out there.